Hey guys, this is part two of a guide for white individuals. Remember, I did the first video reflecting on how people have been contacting me, white individuals saying, how can we be an ally? And the first thing I suggested, I gave 5 points on how you can first do an introspection and look in yourself and make sure you're not holding any type of prejudices or biases towards people of color. So this is part two. Part two, next thing you need to do is reflect on your reaction to social justice movements. Are you defensive or dismissive when issues of racism or equity are discussed? How does it make you feel? Do you always feel like, oh my God, they're bringing this up again? Then you might have something laying dormant in you that you need to address. The second one is examine your advocacy. Do you stand up when people in front of you blatantly are being discriminated against on your job, in your church, wherever you are? Or do you just let it slide? The next is very important. It says seek feedback. I thought this point was very important when I wrote it because a lot of times those of you who have friends who are black or other people of color, you may say things and we as black people just brush it off as, oh, that's just white Jim. He don't know. He ignorant, bless his heart, but he means well. But you might need to ask them, hey, have I ever said anything that seemed tone deaf or insensitive to you being black? And just see the feedback they say. And don't get defensive if they say something. Just take it as a righteous judgment on yourself and say, okay, let me look within and see what I need to work on. The next one is acknowledge implicit biases. You got to understand that everyone has unconscious biases. We just do. It's based on how you were raised, where you were raised, socioeconomic status, culture, race, everything. So just acknowledge that those biases may be there, but you have to determine if those biases are planted and were birthed out of prejudice, bigotry, and racism. The next is understand systematic racism. Prejudice is not just about individuals, an act of discrimination, also embedded in a system, okay? A system of institutions, whether reflecting on, recognize systematic forms like disparities in education or healthcare, or definitely like the criminal justice system. So for those people who say, well, I'm not prejudiced, I'm not racist, you understand racism is deeper than just a dislike of someone due to the color of their skin. It's where you have the institutional, you have the power and the ability and influence to affect institutions that affect others' lives and well-being. And lastly, you need to commit to ongoing learning. Are you open, pliable, tangible? Do you want to learn? Or do you think you know everything? I can assure you that what's in these history books today is not. It totally is not. If you have the opportunity to take some Black history courses or courses in race and relations, whatever you can just consume, go to your library and ask the librarian, do you have any books? I'm white. Be straight up with them. I need to learn about Black people. I need to know really their plight because what's in these books clearly is not what this lady on YouTube and on TikTok is talking about. So these are just some helpful information for you Caucasian people to just really take a look within yourself and just see. So if you are going to be an ally, you're doing it to the best of your ability. All right, take care, y'all. Be blessed. Talk to you soon. Drink your water. Mind your Black business, Black people now.